part 2 of my labor and delivery story. So let's jump right back into it where we left off. At the hospital, and you know, like I said in the last video, I told them like I think I'm in labor and I think I'm gonna come in. So once you call, they're gonna ask you like, did your water break? How far along are you in your pregnancy? How long have you been having contractions? How far are they apart? So they asked me all those questions. I gave them all the answers. Their response was, I think you're just, you know, experiencing the beginning of what labor is and like what it's going to be like, but you're not in true labor. But, you know, if you do feel like you want to come in, then you can still go ahead and come in. What would you like to do? Still come in. Because my water had not broken yet. No, I was 39 weeks pregnant. And for my previous OB appointment, I was only 1 centimeter dilated. I had been 1 centimeter for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm like, yeah, I think I still want to come in. They're like, okay, what time are you looking at? I'm like, probably about 8. They're like, okay, we'll let the front desk know. So when you get there, just let them know. And I'm like, all right. So me and my boyfriend head to the hospital. As we were driving to the hospital, my contractions had picked up so much that I was just so uncomfortable, and I just couldn't be still. Like I just had to be moving. So that car ride kind of like torture, because it was like I kind of had to be still. Like I couldn't get up and ride back and forth like I wanted to. But yeah. So once we get to the hospital, you know, I let them know like I called. My name is Triana. They got me checked in and everything, and I went to triage because, you know, once you first get there, you don't go straight to your delivery room. You go to triage so they can see if you're actually in labor, and so that if they don't have any rooms available right that second, they can, you know, get a room prepared for you. They hooked me up to the machine to monitor my contractions, monitor my baby's heartbeat, and my heartbeat as well. So after they did all that, they checked my cervix again. And when they checked my cervix, I was only 2 centimeters. And to be admitted, you need to be 4 centimeters. So they were like, you are having contractions, but you're only 2 centimeters. So we're gonna let you, you know, chill in here for a while, probably about 2 hours, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna check you again and see, you know, if you've progressed or anything like that. And I'm like, okay. So me and my boyfriend, we just sitting there. We had texts, my mom, my dad, my grandmother, all them called and let them know like we at the hospital because she having contractions, blah, 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 blah. Everybody thinking like, you know, you're not in labor. This is just the beginning, like your body in little cue letting you know that, you know, it's almost time. 2 hours had gone by. The nurse came back in, checked my cervix again, and guess what? I was still only 2 centimeters. I told them, like, I want to go natural. I don't want an epidural or nothing. And they're like, well, we think that since you're only 2 centimeters and you've been here for 2 hours, that if you really want to go natural, that you should go back home, you know, and progress a little more on your own. And then, you know, if anything picks up, then you can come back. It's up to you. You can either go home or you can stay here. But again, it's up to you. And then they asked me like, so what do you want to do? My boyfriend spoke for me, and he was like, I think we're gonna stay because she in too much pain. And they were like, okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're gonna check you again in another 2 hours and see what happens then. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So, you know, they leave out, and they was constantly bringing me water. They like me to drink plenty of water. Just need to stay hydrated. So they was bringing me plenty of water and apple juice. Let me tell y'all, hospital apple juice is the bomb. He had talked to his mom, and his mom ended up coming to the hospital with us as well. She came while we were still in treatment. I think it was gonna be this bad. I had like really bad cramps, menstrual cramps. So I didn't think that this was gonna be this bad. I'm like, bro, I got bad period cramps. This ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be a breeze. This is gonna be sweet. But honey, let me tell you, I was wrong. It was not sweet. Okay. So 2 hours had gone by. They came back and checked me again. This time, when they came back and checked me, Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Guess what? I was 4 centimeters. It's time to get admitted. So they're like, you're 4 centimeters. That was quick. Like that was a little jump, and that was good. So they started getting everything ready for me so I can go to my delivery room. And they was trying to get the IV in my. They couldn't even get it in. The nurses, they had to call the what you call them, anesthesiologist. Once we got to the labor and delivery room, that's when they had the lady come in to put the IV in my hand. It was just me and my boyfriend again. His mom had left to go get him something to eat, I think. And when she brought his food back, he ate. And let me tell you, my boyfriend had to go. My boyfriend snuck me some of his food. I didn't eat a lot because my contraction was too bad to be focusing on food, but he snuck me a little bit or whatever, and it was good. Let me tell you, it was so good because I was real hungry. Anyway, so we in the labor and delivery room, still working through them contractions, still painful. And after his mom dropped his food off, she left, and, she went back home. And it's like as soon as she left and they came in and checked my service again, because I think we had waited like another 2 hours. At about 10 p.m., they came back and checked me again. I jumped from 4 centimeters to 8 centimeters. And the crazy thing is, going from 4 to 8, my contractions wasn't bad at all. And they say once you get to 8, that's when they really start hitting, which is true. But even picking up from 4 to 8, they're gonna increase, get more intense and more intense. And they really wasn't that bad from that time at all. Once I got to 8 centimeters, baby, it was a whole nother ballgame. My contractions was about 2 minutes apart. So every 2 minutes I was having really intense contractions, and they were so bad. All I could do was toss and turn, moan. And I don't want nobody to talk to me, touch me, look at me, nothing, bro. My dad tried to call me and see, how I had progress. My boyfriend tried to give me the phone. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk. No, just no. My dad get on the phone. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk. He gave my dad the rundown of what was going on. And by then, he had called his mama back. Like, mama, she had 8 centimeters. She like, what? That means she finna have a baby and I just left. I could have stayed there. He like, yep. I'm like, dang. My cousin and her little sister came because she wanted to be in the hospital when I delivered. So my boyfriend had told her, yeah, she had 8 centimeters. So I think y'all better hurry up and get here. They're like, all right, what? We on our way. Shout out to you, cousin. Those were the only 3 people in my labor delivery room. My boyfriend, my cousin Alexis, and my cousin Danae. So once they got there, as soon as they got there, my contractions was at 1 minute apart. I had probably jumped from 8 to 2 centimeters because they was 1 minute apart, very intense, and they wasn't in the room that long at all. And I told my boyfriend, you need to call that nurse in here because it's time to push. Let me backtrack a little bit. My water did break on its own. They checked my service and it still had not broken yet. It had broke a little bit after that. And it broke when the anesthesiologist came in. The person who does the epidural came in. And she was talking to me about the epidural because, they even if you want to go natural, they still have to come in, talk to you, tell you, everything about it, just in case at the last minute you want to change your mind and be like, I want the epidural. Because I think you got to sign some paperwork or something. So she came in and she was telling me all about it. I wasn't really paying her no attention. My contractions were so bad. I'm sitting at the edge of the bed just... I was not paying this. She's sitting right in my face. She's going on. And then on top of that, she had a real bad accent, so I couldn't really hear what she was saying anyways. As she's talking, I just feel a gush of water coming out of me. It's really, like everybody say, when your water break, it is really warm, super warm. So I'm just imagining me sitting in my bed, this lady talking to me. I'm like, I hope she don't see this. It's kind of embarrassing. It's natural, but, it's weird. So it's just coming out of me. And mine didn't come out as one big old gush. It came out, it probably gushed out 3 or 4 times. So it's just coming out. And so finally, when she had left, I told my boyfriend, like, I think my water broke. And he looked, and it was really wet. And we told the nurses or whatever, so they, you know, changed that, got it dried up and everything. I think in the last video description, I put that I didn't go 100% natural because I didn't. I did not get an epidural, so I did, you know, it was, you know, kind of natural, but I did have a little bit of pain medication that they inserted into my IV because my contractions was so bad. Had my labor and delivery not going by so fast, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I would have got the epidural. But I didn't want the epidural because, for one, like I said, I was trying to go natural, and I just didn't want them sticking no needle in my back because everybody be complaining about the epidural. Like, the epidural messed your back up, and I already had back problems. So I'm like, no, I'm not getting that. And so they put that in my IV, and I personally don't think it worked. Like, they was like, you're not gonna, like, you're still gonna feel pretty much everything, but it'll take the edge off just a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I don't care, just give it to me. The little 60 seconds that I had in between my contractions, he said that I was able to relax a little bit. So he think that it helped, but I don't think it did. But then again, like they did say, I was still gonna feel everything. So once they put that in my IV, probably like an hour, not even an hour, probably like 15, 30 minutes had gone by. And that's when I told my boyfriend, like, you need to get the nurses right back in here. But I just knew it was time to push. I'm like, them nurses need to come right back in here. It's time to push. He like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, bro, get them in here. So they came rushing in. And when they came rushing in, my cousin said the head was already poking out. And I didn't even know the head was poking out. I just knew it's time to push. And right then at that moment with his head poking out, it wasn't bad. I was laying on my side at the time because the whole, like, I couldn't lay on my back at all during them contractions. I had to be turned over on my side or standing up. So I was turned over on my side. When everybody nurses came in and everything, they tried to turn me on my back. I'm like, no. I think I was crying at this time. And I'm like, no, I can't turn on my back. So they're like, all right, somebody come hold her leg. Come hold her leg up. So my cousin held my leg up. And let me tell y'all, my leg is probably heavier than her. But she held it up. And they didn't even have to guide me like, push, push, push. I was just pushing on my own because, you know, my body just like push. And I was ready to get him out. So once they raised my leg up, you know, I did one big push. And when I did that one big push, they seen him coming out. But after I stopped pushing, I kind of sucked him back in, and it wasn't like I did it on purpose, but it was just a fast reaction that happened. So he came back in a little bit. And they didn't have to say push. After I did that, I pushed again on my own. And when I did that push, he didn't come out. So I probably did like 3 big pushes. 2.5, 3 big pushes. Right, so when you push, you gotta hold your breath and you can't breathe. Like, you can't be like, no, that don't work. You gotta hold your breath and push. So on that first push, I think I was doing that. But on that second push, I wasn't. Because I was too busy trying to scream. I was screaming like, ah. But on that third push, I was in my head like, okay, trying to get this baby out. You gotta hold your breath. You can watch enough videos. You know what to do. So I held my breath and I pushed as long as I could. And he was coming out, coming out, coming out. And then towards the end of that push is when I started screaming again. But by then, they had got him out.
It's okay, cause you did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
And it was painful, very painful. But it was all worth it. I love my baby boy so much. He's so beautiful. He's the best thing that has happened to me. I wasn't expecting him this early, but, you know, it happened. And I don't regret anything about my pregnancy. I don't regret him. None of it. I would do it all over again if I had to. No epidural, which was the main thing that I was concerned about not getting. And I stuck to that. My boyfriend was there. He was the main person I wanted to be there. I wanted my mom to be there, but we wasn't expecting him to come on the 3rd. Maybe next time. So yeah, that's my labor and delivery story. Born on Monday, September the 3rd, 3:52 a.m., 8 pounds, 1 ounce, and 20 inches long. Quentin the third. So I hope y'all like this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, you know, share this video with everybody. Your mama, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your grandma, your dad, your cat, your dog. And I will see y'all in my next video.